What's going on, fellow ghosts, gamer heads, anime nerds, and renegades? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Raven37 Actual, aka Raven37 Act Fool. It's 2 zeros, not O's, aka Mr. Oh My is in the chat, aka Raven. And tonight, I'm back, as always, with another double header. And one day I'm not going to completely screw that up when I say it, but not today. But today, what I am going to do is I am taking a look at a viewer recommended well, it's not a video, it's a bonus track from I believe it's a really early Ren album. Let's see when this thing came out. Oh, it is a relatively recent release, 3 years ago. So this will be like the Ren we're accustomed to. I was thinking this might be some of his earlier stuff because it says Ren demos do not share. So I thought this might have been like something like from his earlier career, but that's just from me looking at the album cover and you can't judge a book or a song by the cover, obviously. So we're not gonna do that. But obviously, I was wrong in my interpretation of the album cover. So a more recent track, but it was recommended to me by one of our own fellow renegade and just been a huge proponent of the community for like a long time now. Scorchio, I did read your comment, Scorchio, on the previous video, and shout out to Dust Costier as well. I've seen both of you guys' comments, but I just, as y'all see, like when I see the comments, I look at them, I read them, and then I heart them and I like them. And then when I have time to actually sit down and write, then I will sit down and I will write responses to all you guys' comments. That's typically how I do it. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. But in lieu of that, I'm just telling you guys, I did see your comments, and I will be responding accordingly. And in response to your comments, Scorchio, you recommended Castles, and the only song I could find that had castles in it that was related to Ren was Castles Made of Sand. But for some reason, like, watch this. I'm gonna show you. This shit is so weird. Bro. Like, boom, we go here, right? We go Ren. I don't know why it's caps lock, but we won't. Yeah, see, Castles Made of Sand, right? And then it's just reactions. It's just straight up reactions. This is the only version of it that I've seen, and it's just posted by some guy named Steve-O. So I don't know if that's reactable or not. I looked at the video, I saw a couple of the comments, and they're like, "You're a legend for this" and stuff like that. So I don't even know if it doesn't have any credits in the description or anything. So I don't know if it's okay for me to react to it. But I'm gonna do a little bit more research on it and try to see if I can react to it, because from what I've seen, the reactions are really positive. So I would like to see if we can get a reaction to it on our channel as well. So with that being said, just shout out to the community. I do listen to you guys, and I take in your comments and your suggestions and recommendations wholeheartedly. So if you have them, please don't be afraid to drop them, because man, we get weird around here, and we don't give a fuck what people think, because we all about embracing who we are and supporting each other and positivity and all that jazz in this little corner of YouTube. I don't know what the fuck everybody else got going on, but around here, we supporting motherfuckers and making everybody feel heard and making everybody feel fucking beautiful and all that shit. Making everybody feel perfect the way they fucking is. Not have to be better, not to be richer, not to be more muscular. Oh my fuck. Muscular. I've been struggling with words. I don't script these videos, so yeah, I've been struggling with words. I had a stream earlier today that I was doing. I was just saying all kind of random shit wrong. So yeah, I have been struggling with words, but the point being is that we all perfect the way we is. Y'all are perfect as a community. I appreciate all 777 of you guys. Hope that number grows. If it don't, I'm cool with it just being us. But if it does happen to get bigger, then all of them are better, because then I can maybe monetize this, and we can turn this into a even bigger, more inclusive thing. And I feel like that would be awesome. Just to have that sort of positivity or that sort of community on the internet. But we're about, I'd say, 6 minutes into the video. I'm not sure, but I've been yapping for long enough, so we're going to go ahead and dive into it. But first, I would just like to say, if you took the time to watch this video, thank you very much. Now, we're going to proceed with Ahiahiahoah. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I feel like I did, even though I struggle with normal words, but I somehow pronounced that correctly. Ahiahiahoah. Yep, that's exactly what the fuck that says.
Ahiahiahoah.
Yep.
Mama Ahiahiahoah. Ahiahiahoah. Mama Ahiahiahoah. Ahiahiahoah. Mama Ahiahiahoah. Ahiahiahoah. Mama Ahiahiahoah.
I metamorphosize like butterflies growing in their chrysalis. I'm sick with this. I spread my wings and take off like the mothership. An extraterrestrial celestial MC. Encounters of the illest kinds. Rhymes rudimentary.
Rhymes rudimentary, enter earth like re-entry. Elementary, my dearest, Watson rhymes by the plenty. A boy in his 20s, attitude like I'm 16. Memory like I'm 60, standing about 6 feet.
I'm Swiss.
Yo, that's pretty much an accurate description of me. But no, shout out. I don't know who this is. Let's see if we can find out before I yap and say something stupid. No, it just says Ahiahiahoah bonus track. Oh, it's BB. BB rapping like that. Damn, BB was a real one, bro. That's crazy. BB was a real one for real, bro. I mean, not even was. Like, BB is a real one. Like, she is a real one. Like, damn, I ain't even. It's crazy I didn't recognize her voice, but now that I know that, I'm even more like, yeah, I'm more into it. So that's dope. We're gonna go back though, because the song caught me off guard the way it started off and then transferred it to the beat. So we're gonna go back. Oh, isn't it fun reacting to videos with me?
Ahiahiahoah. Mama Ahiahiahoah. Ahiahiahoah. Mama Ahiahiahoah. Ahiahiahoah. Mama Ahiahiahoah.
I metamorphosize like butterflies growing in their chrysalis. I'm sick with this. I spread my wings and take off like the mothership. An extraterrestrial celestial MC. Encounters of the illest kinds. Rhymes rudimentary.
Rhymes rudimentary, enter earth like re-entry. Elementary, my dearest, Watson rhymes by the plenty. A boy in his 20s, attitude like I'm 16. Memory like I'm 60, standing about 6 feet.
I'm Swiss.
Yeah, that's about me as well. I mean, attitude like I'm 16, but I'm grumpy like I'm 60, and I'm not quite 6 feet, but the rest of that shit is about accurate. Cause I'm still like very much a kid at heart, but my back be like, motherfucker, you are old. Sit your ass down. But I'm still I'm just like, it's just the way I live. But I can definitely relate to that part. Sorry.
20s, attitude like I'm 16. Memory like I'm 60, standing about 6 feet.
I'm Swiss cheese, cheesy with my chat up lines. Easy, are you smuggling a carrot or just really pleased to see me? I'm a genie in a beanie, pitching rhymes like they're tense. I'm more complex than the twist in the sixth sense.
The illest, like Bruce Willis, make you die hard. Try to step the others, we'll make you walk the whole 9 yards. I'd be much bigger than Pulp Fiction, unbreakable, it's evident. There's sin in this city and I'm rare like the fifth element. Yeah.
Yo, he just named like fucking 8 Bruce Willis movies. Oh man, The Fifth Element was just the last one I heard, but we'll go back and listen to that because I was like, it was just a flash of nostalgia because those are all movies from like when I was watching movies as a kid covered up. And
make you die hard. Try to step the others, we'll make you walk the whole 9 yards. I'd be much bigger than Pulp Fiction, unbreakable, it's evident. There's sin in this city and I'm rare like the fifth element.
So 6, I think. It might have been 7.
I can feel your soul. Can you feel my soul?
can feel your soul. Can you feel my soul?
I can feel your soul. Can you feel my soul?
I can feel your soul. Can you feel my soul?
I can feel your soul. Take control as the cards unfold. I move like light in the prison, bending beats of gold. An old soul preaching on the streets of Britain. With these bad tools I hit him, like rare jewels I glisten.
Like rare jewels I glisten. Prick your ears and listen. I split the atom, turning tracks nuclear like fission. Then jump inside the atom, hit with Bricky hat and speed. I'm Muhammad Ali, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you see.
ABC me, I'm Bibby the kiddie from Oggy for City. Style is gritty, sitting pretty. If you miss it, it's a pity. Construct these lyrics and then mix them like cement. We do woohoo music, if you use it, represent.
I repent all my sins as I'm praying like a mantis. Allow me to get deeper than the city of Atlantis. So angel tears rain upon me in the shower. Money, it makes devils out of saints seeking power.
Yo, they back and forth is really, like, you could tell. Well, I could tell. I'm not sure if they were in a relationship or involved with each other at this point in time, but they definitely have is a familiarity with the way that they pass the mic back and forth between each other, what they're saying. And even I can tell by the way, like, she is, like, her bars are constructed, like, is very complex in the same way that Ren's rapping style is. But she's definitely spitting. Pretty much every time I hear her BB rapping, she's saying, like, you know, like shining like chrysalis and like coming out of your shell or something like that, and just shining bright and stuff like that. And then Ren kind of bounces off of that, and whatever her like last bar is, he kind of morphs it into his own next part of the verse. But their comfortability with each other, that's another thing that I think I stressed. Who was it? Chinchilla, of course. Yeah, it was Chinchilla. Like, Ren and Chinchilla's chemical reaction with each other is just crazy, man. Especially on like How to Be Me and Chalk Outlines. I did reactions to those, but they were a long time ago. Y'all let me know down in the comments if you would like for me to react to Chalk Outlines and Jesus, How to Be Me. I told y'all, man, words are just failing me right now. I don't know why. But y'all let me know down in the comments if y'all like me to react to those again in a doubleheader. I can definitely do that. But as far as what I was talking about, I digress. Because I remember I was talking about Ren and BB's comfortability back and forth with the rhyme schemes and how they intertwine them really, really well together. To me, that indicates they have a real closeness. And it's exemplified in the music and the way that they are kind of doing this call and response rhyme scheme. But it almost feels like the way it flows, it could be one person rhyming, if that sounds accurate. And that's just my opinion, my poor-ass uneducated opinion, but that's what it sounds like to me. Y'all let me know if you agree down in the comments. We're going to get back to the song. I've been talking for too long, so we got to rewind it.
Like cement, we do woohoo music, if you use it, represent.
I repent all my sins as I'm praying like a mantis. Allow me to get deeper than the city of Atlantis. Angel tears rain upon me in the shower. Money, it makes devils out of saints seeking power. Mama,
I like this
I can feel
beat.
your soul. Can you feel my soul?
I can feel your soul. Can you feel my soul?
I can feel your soul. Can you feel my soul?
I can feel your soul. Can you feel my soul?
I can feel your soul, can you feel my soul?
Okay.
I can feel your soul, can you feel my soul?
Okay.
I can feel your soul, can you feel my soul? I can feel your soul, can you feel my soul? I can feel your soul, can you feel my soul? I can feel your soul, can you feel my soul? I can feel your soul, can you feel my soul? I can feel your soul, can you feel my soul? I can feel your soul. I can feel your soul.
That was a crazy wind up right there.
I can feel your
I would not be surprised if Ren made that beat. We gotta react to that. It's only a minute and 56 seconds, so but we'll do it in another video. But somebody recommended it in the comments. I remember from a while ago, so we'll react to that another time. But it's on the list. That's why it popped up. But anyway, yeah, I feel like Ren made that beat. Y'all can let me know down in the comments if I'm right about that or not. But I feel like he made that beat because it fits so well with the way he raps, particularly, and it once again it showed with it in the ease with which him and BB were able to pass the mic back and forth and sort of weave in these really intricate rhyme schemes while feeding off of what each other was saying. I know it's written, but at the same time, still pretty fucking difficult to do, especially in the song, to make it cohesive and flowing. And like I said, to make it sound as though it could have been one person rapping the entire time. There was the call and response effect to it because it was two different people. But yeah, BB definitely showed that she has some abilities outside of, you know, the singing aspect that she did in the previous video we saw her featured in. Like, you know, she has spitting too, so there's much respect to her, and much respect to her for, you know, sticking around with Ren until he, you know, could stand on his own, like the video said, because it couldn't have been easy. And, you know, dealing with somebody or trying to like what I was talking about in that video about people wanting each other or wanting a person and having to want them at their worst as well as at their best, and what that entails and stuff. So the fact that, you know, she stuck around till he was on his feet just speaks volumes about her. So shout out to her, shout out to BB, shout out to Ren, shout out to whoever recommended this. But I'm like 90% sure it was Scorchio who recommended I listen to this. Like for real, like no bullshit. I'm not just like glazing or anything. I'm pretty sure Scorchio recommended I listen to Ahiahiahoah. But that being said, shout out to BB, shout out to Ren, and without a doubt, shout out to you guys. Thank you. Y'all keep giving me content to react to, songs I've never heard, but I'm finding more and more and more fascinating, and I'm just super grateful for the community and excited to see what we got coming up this year. I know I just got a feeling it's gonna be some crazy shit, and it's gonna be cool, and we all gonna get to experience it together. But instead of thinking about the future for the moment, right now I'm gonna take a look at a song that wishes that we could do the reverse. That is, in fact, turn back time. You ever have that wish? Like, I wish I could go back when all I had to worry about was my mama beating on the door telling me I had to get up for school and shit like that. I mean, maybe not. Maybe that time of your life was horrible. Like, high school is really shitty for a lot of people, and it can be for many reasons. So that might not be a part of your life that you wish you could turn back time to. But in this particular case, I think we can all relate to this next song, which is 21 Pilots.
I used to pack JanSports.
Oh,
I just
God.
put them in the boxes.
Stop it,
I
dude.
nod to every small suggestion.
The mouse is like, it's being aggy as fuck. I don't know why. Maybe I need a new mouse pad. So the next video is 21 Pilots, Stressed Out. As you can see, it's the official video. It's got over 3 billion views. So I don't know. Hopefully this will not get claimed or anything. It's, you know, I'm just reacting to it. I'll try to pause it and make it transformative and stuff like that. But yeah, when this song was like popping, I believe. I just said popping. What the fuck is wrong with me? When this song was like, you know, up there, I was living in Colorado. I remember riding around looking at the mountains and nothing else, no trees, no nothing as far as the eyes could see, just fucking mountains in the distance, and listening to the song, just blaring it out the windows, just driving down a long ass highway. But it's a really cool song, and like I often like to do, I like to mix in Ren and offer a little bit of piece of myself and shit I like that I've liked throughout the years. And this is a special song that no matter how old I get, I always kind of turn it on and I can vibe out to it. So hopefully you guys can too. But without further ado, here's 21 Pilots, Stressed Out, the official video. Let's go. Oh, man. That's a big ass tricycle, bro. Man-sized tricycle.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's blurry.
So, you know, he starts off the song saying like, I wish I had a better voice and sang some better words and stuff like that, and it just sort of speaks to me about the things that we all are self-reflective about and sort of super critical about ourselves about. We all wish, you know, I wish I was a little bit buffer, I wish I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a little bit skinnier, I wish I was a little bit smaller, whatever. It's just smarter, whatever the case may be. It sort of speaks to that thing. And also just getting older is supposed to make like your insecurities and stuff go away, and you're supposed to find yourself and you're supposed to be secure, and you are. But I think more and more common these days that people reach adulthood, similarly to myself, and they realize I still don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do, and that is horrifying. So I could get why the concept of this song even exists. I wish I could turn back time. But yep, just had to speak on it because I gotta make the video transformative. We're gonna go back and listen to it a little bit. But yep, this is definitely a relatable song to me because, you know, getting to that age where, you know, you just wish maybe you could turn back time, but you cool where you at.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's blurry face and I care what you think. My name's blurry face and I care what you think.
What is this elaborate ass handshake? Bro, we could have been inside. What the hell going on, man? Just dap it up and keep it moving.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days.
But now that I think about it, that is some shit you would do like back in the day. Like, I ain't even gonna flex. That's some shit I would do back. They had this long ass elaborate handshake with, and they were individualized to different friends. Like you had different handshakes with different friends. Like, so yeah, I guess it fits the theme of the song. That shit was still like, hold on, let me take a look at that shit one more time.
Care what you think.
Hold on, let's count the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25. Yo.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out.
Drink Capri. Yeah, see, they being like adults, but like little kids, like adults portraying kids. Cause I remember he rode over on his tricycle, right? He walked up to the front door, ran up to the front door, they opened the door, did this super elaborate ass handshake. Now they sitting on the curb, drinking Capri Suns. That's me at 9, bruh. That's like me at 9 years old, running around my neighborhood, going to the candy lady and shit like that. So yeah, definitely get it. Definitely get it. It's a good.
Now we're stressed out.
the video matches the song well. That's what I'm going to say.
Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think.
How many of y'all would trade in y'all student loans for a treehouse home? Cause shit, like, I ain't gonna lie, I definitely would. Like, every year I get older and I get hit with something else, and I'm like, nobody told me about this. And so it's really frustrating. But as you learn to adapt and you learn to grow and you evolve and things of that nature, then you become more adjusted to the situations, or you don't, and things turn ugly. But thankfully, throughout my life, I've been able to adapt. But there's always that thought in the back of my mind, like, bro, like, I wish I could just go back to the days while I could just run down to the candy lady, man, come up here, go to my boy house, we walk down the street, see what the girl's talking about, like, man. But those days, like I said, those memories are bittersweet, because being a kid was, in comparison to what we have to deal with now as adults, being a kid was sweet. But being a kid, as a kid, fucking sucked. You had to worry about other kids, because other kids are fucking assholes. You had to maintain friendships with people that were flimsy as fuck. And, hold on to social groups that you were that were going to never be important to you again after high school. But you had to maintain them shits from like elementary school up to 12th grade. Like, it was a must. So at that point, to that point, I should say, the high school memories and stuff, or the school memories, may not be the best memories. But in comparison to what, like, the stresses that you have on a daily basis as an adult, tell me you would deal with that shit. Like, as a kid, you'd be like, fuck no, I want to go back. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to go back to high school at all. But if I could trade that for this, I'm listening. Keep talking. Keep talking. I'm interested. Keep talking. But no, just my little 2 cents, man. And I'm agreeing with Blurry Face.
My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days, when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days, when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah.
Listen to that, but that's the part of the song that really gets me, bro. Like, every single time I hear it, it's just like, because it is such a fucking, it's such a raw and rude awakening. Like, when you cross that threshold at age and you stop being what's perceived as society as innocent, and things can be held accountable to you as an adult, everything changes. Like, certain things from your childhood may stick. Like, if you took a nickname, and in the childhood, like, I have a nickname. Most people call me by my nickname. There are only like 3 people alive that call me by my government name, and that number's lowering by the year. But most people know me as Raven. But most people call me by my nickname is the point. My nickname is, like, even though, like, when you fill out a job application, they'll be like, is there anything else that people call you that we could put on your name tag? That's what I put there, so that will be on my name tag if I was working at an establishment. I'm doing that shit. I'm just saying that's how I would do it, because I would not want people walking around that establishment saying my government name all willy-nilly and shit. Just the type of person I am. But I can remember a time where I was a youngster and we was like RPing as spies or as soldiers and shit, and we would commit to that shit. We had our little BB guns or whatever the fuck, and we had different code names, and different personas, and all kind of shit, man. And it's not far off to say you used to dream of outer space, and now they laughing in our face, cause like, think about when you was in school and you had that first day's class in your third grade, and the teacher had that card on the table. She was like, "Write down what you want to be when you grow up." Everybody said the same shit. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be an accountant. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be this. And they told us we could be whatever the fuck we wanted to be as long as we got our education. As long as we got our education. And so billions of us are in debt to this day. And we're dealing with stuff to this day because of a promise that was made to us on an index card when we were in third grade elementary school, that we could be anything as long as you followed the right steps and did things that you were supposed to do. It's not entirely the case as we see in modern society. But it's neither here nor there. But to think of the juxtaposition of, used to play pretend, give each other different names. We'll build a rocket ship and then fly it out of space. We used to dream of outer space, and now they laughing in our face saying, "Wake up, you need to make money." Like, cause like, you're not finna be an astronaut, so motherfuckers is laughing at you for dreaming about it and telling you to come back to reality and get to making them, you know what I'm saying? Get to making them French fries, man. Get to, like, you need to make money, cause that's where we live as adults, which goes back to what I said originally at the beginning of the song. If you had the opportunity to trade, let me know this down in the comments. If you had the opportunity to trade the problems you had when you were younger for the problems you have now as an adult, let me know down in the comments. If not, that's cool. But I believe it's quite a few of us that would trade that shit, or at least be open to some negotiation as far as it's being an adult, man. It's fucking crazy. You gotta be responsible as shit, and if you do be irresponsible, that shit is going to come right back to you. Like, it's so different when you're a kid. Like, it's just sitting on the corner and drink Capri Suns when you're a kid. Shit seems so simple to an adult, but to a kid, that shit is a fucking labyrinth of intense proportions. That's the best way I could put it. I've been talking too long, but that I had to really highlight that part. So we go back a little bit. We go back to before the transition, so we can get a little bit of the song and then hear that part again.
Give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, "Wake up, you need to make money." Yeah. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, "Wake up, you need to make money." Yeah. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days, when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time.
Got the whole family in the video. That's what's up.
When the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend, money. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, funny. Used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we fly far away. Then we dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face. Say, "Wake up, you need to make money."
Damn, man. Hold on, we gotta let it go all the way out. That's the rule. That's the new rule. Let the song play all the way out. But yeah. Wow. even this time, like, it's not my first time listening to this song. Song is obviously a favorite of mine, but it's my first time actually watching that video. So it was an experience. It was a first time experience listening to Ahiahiahoah, and it was a first time watch of 21 Pilots, Stressed Out. And I gotta say, it was a really cathartic experience, especially the Stressed Out video. The first song, Ren and BB, was just more of an appreciation of both of their artistic talents and their ability and their bond that is forever memorialized in the music they made together, which is like, it stands for something, even though the relationship is no longer a thing. Something that was a product of their relationship, kind of like kids, but not as icky, because you know what I'm saying. But similar to that, because it's art. Art can live forever, so it's different in that way. So a product of that relationship. It was just really nice to hear, and it was really symbolic of the closeness that Ren and BB shared at one point, in my opinion. So that in itself was a really dope song, Ahiahiahoah. And then Stressed Out was just me reliving my childhood, essentially. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's just my opinion. What's most valuable to me is you guys' opinion. So you guys let me know what you thought of Ahiahiahoah and Stressed Out down in the comments. And also, please let me know what y'all, like, I meant that question I asked during the video. If you could trade the problems that you had for a time in the past with the problems that you have now, would you consider it? Let me know down in the comments. But if you made it this far in the video, you already know. I appreciate the shit out of all of y'all, man. From the bottom of my heart. The channel keep growing, and we closing in on 1,000 subscribers, and who knows where from there. But that's all thanks to you guys. I couldn't do it without you. If it's your first time watching the video, I definitely recommend you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also like the video, because you made it through the whole thing. You know, definitely turn on the notifications so you'll know the next time I drop another video, or make a short, or drop or go live, or anything like that. But for now, I want to wish all you guys a safe, happy, healthy morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. And if you enjoyed the video, then click on one of these videos over here and spend some more time with your boy. But for now, you guys stay safe, stay frosty. And I'm going to catch all of y'all on the next one. Till then, Actual out.